Hello Exiles, today I will show you Flicker Strike build for less than 200 C, which can clear comfortably T16 maps and can allow you to farm more currency for a better version of it. Let me warn you that you will die a lot, but you can't have everything for such a low price. POB, of course, will be in comments. Darkray Vectors, with a decent lightning resistance roll. Best in slot for this price. Feral's Fur with bad rolls, but I couldn't resist buying Shiny 1. Carnage Heart with decent elemental resistances and all attributes roll. Shiver as a helmet, but after some testing I would recommend to buy Replica Abyssus. We will be dying a lot anyway, and it will increase our DPS by 30%. Any gloves with non-veil stray skills implicit. I will not include small things like Jeweler's Orb, Fusing and Chromatic in the price. Every gem can be anywhere except our weapon and gloves, but about that later. Some random 6-link weapon. It will be the first thing to change in our build. For now, let's try to make not even a decent one, but just a wearable one. For that, we will buy some Shrieking Essences and try to roll second decent elemental mod. Ideally, we'd also get critical chance or attack speed on our suffix. To illustrate how much damage we will gain by exchanging weapons for Rakiatas and nothing else, this is our current DPS we will be having. And when we swap weapons, this is how much we get. Unfortunately for us, since Rakiata is a good dust provider for ROG, it currently costs almost 4 divines. And this is like 4 times our budget we will have. So we've got second mod and 13 essences. Unfortunately that is all, so we're going to craft attack speed and just deal with it. Let's YOLO Exalt Slam, in hopes of something good like critical strike chance. And finally, let's add some cheap runesmithing enchantment. It will give a little, but for a price of 8C, it is worth. Brings with as much maximum life as possible, some resistances, enough to cap our resists, and ideally attributes or accuracy rating. We even have open prefix on these. So for little boost, we can always craft elemental damage with attack skills. It is not much, but it is better to have it than not. Belt with maximum life, some resistances which are still not capped, and decent roll on elemental damage with attack skills. Annuitive Leap, since we won't have cluster jewels, we can get really decent value for that price. The only thing left is to change the tree. As you may notice, my tree is full of tattoos because in the final version of the build we play Elegant Hubris, which allows us to put on items without attribute requirements. For this reason, I will devote 6 points in the tree to nothing more than putting on this jewel. In the POB version I will give you, it will not be there, due to the fact that attributes for items are not hard to get, and I want in this way to compensate for the boost I have from tattoos. So what you see in the video will be minimally different in your favor. I will lose about 400,000 DPS and some life and accuracy which I would normally get from attributes. In addition, in the tree, I will not distribute 10 points and leave them empty. This is because with this build we will die a lot, and we are unlikely to reach more than level 90. We will also change the ascendancy points. For now we will not play 1 frenzy charges due to the fact that I am too lazy to have Enduring Cry under the left and generate endurance charges this way, so we will swap for Culling Strike. 30C for Beast, which allow us to craft Aspect of the Cat on our gloves. This is where I can go back to where I said that gems and gloves are important. We want to have less duration support with Swift Affliction as it will affect our Aspect of the Cat aura. The reason for this is that Feral's Fur renews our all frenzy and power charge every time we enter Cat Stealth from our Aspect of the Cat. Here I am crafting used when charges reach full-on random flasks I've found in my stash. Expect of course Tincture and Diamond Flask, which are from my build. Tincture with elemental penetration without increased effect, costs 15C and will only be used on bosses. And lastly, any corrupted blood immune jewel. We spent a total of 194C, not counting the cost of the games, which are ordinary with level 20 and quality 20. Someone will say that they also cost chaoses, yes, but you might as well level them yourself, even during the campaign in the second weapon, or by starting with maps lower tier than 16. We start at T16 of the Hydra Map. As you will see, clear such an ordinary map is not a problem, but worse will be the damage when fighting a boss. If you want to start being able to comfortably do bosses other than the bosses of regular maps, you need to collect divines for Rekiata's dance. Our current budget is 1.5 of divine orb, so don't expect the unknown. Cleaning T16 maps by alchemy orb and go method should be comfortable. So I will leave you with me clearing T16 Hydra Map, T16 Chimera Map, and T16 Harbinger Map with full of Scarabs, without any cuts to show you truly what to expect. Sometimes I will comment something. And this is where the problems begin. Our single target DPS is not too high, and despite the fact that we are able to tire out these fights, I do not recommend fighting such bosses for the time being. And this is the reason why we play Cast on Death with Portal. A real time saver, especially when we will die a lot. Because it will be hard to avoid random deaths anyway. We can increase our damage by 30% by swapping Heat Shiver for Replica Abyssus. We will do that here, so you can see a difference and decide which to play. To be honest, after some testing, I would choose Abyssus myself. Look, we just got enough money to get a build. I'm just showcasing. Yes, our build cost us a tiny bit more than one Valdo's puzzle box. Let's turn up our requirements a bit. Let's try to make a T16 map with a full atlas for Harbingers and Scarabs. Using this method with a strong build, we can easily get more than 10 divines per hour, plus get a lot of gold for King's March. Of course, our clear speed will be worse, so we would expect lower result. Soul Eater monsters, for the moment, are going to be really annoying, and if possible, I recommend avoiding them. This is all I have to show you. It is not near perfect, but 200C is the amount everyone can get, and this build allows you to farm further on T16 maps. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.